Welcome back to episode 2 of season 3. One of my friends, Sean, Hypocrite Inc., who I shouted out during the Phenomannouncements episode for Mothman, which is, I think, episode 7, I want to say, of season 2. Anyway, he asked me why I do seasons, and I was like, well, after 10 episodes straight, I need a break. And then also season 3 of episode 2 of season 3 sounds more like, ooh, seasons. I don't know. I feel like it sounds a little bit better than like episode 32. You know what I mean? So shows have seasons. We can have seasons. So welcome back to season 3, episode 2. For this week's Phenomannouncements. Oh, by the way, this is going to be our last recording in this little studio, which is literally just a corner of my living room, separated by like a room divider. I'm so excited to move, but we move next week. So I'm trying to see if we can get the keys in time for me to be able to record next week's, or the episode I'm supposed to record next week in the new studio. So I think that the next episode 3 is going to be in the new studio, but we'll see, TBD. So this week's Phenomannouncements, I wanted to shout out an Instagram page called bi_invisibility. I'm bi, and I came across this page and it's great. It's really great. It's very validating, and oftentimes I feel like people that come to the conclusion that they're bi after kind of, exploring and seeing what works for them and what makes the most sense with their attractions and sexualities and stuff. And a lot of the times I feel like bi people get the short end of the stick in that, I don't know. I mean, we're very much still part of the queer community, but sometimes they're like, well, you're in with the straights. So it's like, it's not a rivalry. It's like, listen, I don't want to like men. I just do. But I also like women. So trust me, if I had a choice, I wouldn't choose to like men, literally. Anyway, but no, John, my fiance, is a lovely, lovely human. He's one of the good ones. Thank goodness. Thank goodness there's still some out there left for us bi folk. They're a really great resource, and they post a lot of different reaffirming content. They also have like a lot of resources and groups to just help people get more involved if they want to. So I just thought it was a great resource to shout out, especially because it's still Pride Month as of when I'm recording this. I think when it comes out, it might be in July, but it's still Pride Month as far as today, the day that I'm recording this episode. So there we go. That counts. And then, one more thing I wanted to kind of sneak into the end of our Phenomannouncements for this episode. My friend Alex Kislov, he is a DJ. His Instagram is alex.kislov, and he's releasing a new song this Friday. So whenever this comes out, it will have already been released, like 2 weeks before that. It's called Touch Your Soul. So if you like Tulum kind of house vibes, very like jungly, tropic. It's great. It's really good. I listened to it. I will include the link that you can save it and listen to it on Spotify and SoundCloud and all the other awesome apps. But yeah, I'll include the link in the description. But yay Phenomannouncements. Okay, awesome. This week's episode is going to be about Lightning Sprites. Dang it, I keep forgetting if I said I'm Mimi Dibbs, your host. Anyway, Lightning Sprites, this week's episode. It's another natural phenomenon. Clearly, for this season, I went down, I looked up natural phenomena, and like Aurora Borealis came up, which was our first episode of the season, and now Lightning Sprites. They're not all going to be natural, but some of them are. And this is another one that I thought was cool. I think I'm pretty sure it's a natural phenomenon because it's lightning, I believe. I'm excited because I have no idea about this. Like Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, I feel like we all know what that is for the most part. This, I have no clue. I'm excited. And it's written by co-producer Jodelle. I'm so pumped. This episode is titled Lightning Sprites, Elves, Trolls. Oh my. Oh, I love it already. Elves, trolls, yay. Okay. Let's face it, lightning is one of the coolest natural phenomena out there. Yes, true. Don't believe me? Go rewatch Storm's entrance is in X-Men 97. I'll wait. Ooh, I feel like I need to watch it now. I'm going to watch it after this episode because that sounds amazing. Storm is such a good character. I used to pretend to be Kitty. We used to play X-Men like in my neighborhood, and I was Kitty because I'm pretty sure she can go through walls. So I would just like run up to a wall and be like, I'm going through it. You can't tag me. I'm going through it. I'm through the wall right now. And people are like, that's such a cop-out. Whatever. Anyway, storm is dope. And lightning is amazing. Thunder scares me, but lightning's cool. But while these epic flashes of sky electricity have sparked wonder for millennia, not every kind of lightning fits the bill. Take sprites, for example, which is also known as red lightning. What? That sounds hellish. These high-altitude bursts are even more elusive and fantastical. And for a long time, people weren't even sure they were real. Yeah, I could see that. I could see someone being like, I saw red lightning. And people being like, what? That's not real. No way. Of course, like most flat earthers, the doubters weren't just looking high enough. Sorry, Mimi. Shut up, Jojo. I'm not a flat earther. Not a flat earther. I just understand. You know what? I'm not even going to get into it because there's even more happening above the clouds, and it's weird, it's beautiful, and it's very, very real. Nice. Ha! I knew it was a natural phenomenon. Let's go. Shout out to our Women in STEM listeners. This episode is for you. I love it. Oh my gosh, yes. Merrick's, our lovely video editor, is going to be super excited. I'm gonna let them know that this one is a Woman in STEM episode because Aurora Borealis is pretty STEMmy as well. They're going to love editing this episode. Oh, I'm so excited because Merrick's is a woman in STEM, okay? Let's be real. Let's get into the lore. We don't really know who first saw red lightning, not even in mythology. We couldn't find any credible legends that describe red lightning as a message from the gods or a harbinger of doom or anything. That's interesting because I would think it would show up in mythology, or that I could see people being like, nah, that's not real. That's fake news. And then people being like, no, I swear, I literally saw red lightning. So if you've heard of one, leave us a comment. Yes, please. That's very interesting. We don't know who first saw red lightning. So if you know, leave us a comment. As far as recorded history goes, the earliest known report comes from 1730 by a German legal theorist. Legal theorist? Was he in law or was he in science? Named Johann Georg Estor. No one believed him, though. Oh, that's fair. It is hard to believe. I've never seen it, but I believe it's real now, obviously. And the earliest sighting being 1730, that's far enough back, Jodelle. I feel like, are we sure that's not the first one? Well, I guess that's a good point. If it's like been around forever, maybe like the Neanderthals saw it and stuff, and it would be in like mythology. But okay, this is like, it shows that there's a report. He reported about it, but no one believed him. In fact, for the next 200 years, the scientific community dismissed reports like his as fiction, even when respectable pilots and scientists described them. Yeah, oh, whoa, that'd be terrifying to be piloting a plane and then seeing red lightning. What? One of those scientists was CTR. Click-through rate, it's because we're in media and that's all I think of when I see CTR, was CTR Wilson, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist who predicted the electrical discharges would occur above thunderstorms, not just below them. These flat earthers and anti-vaxxers need to chill. True. I wonder how long it took for people to actually, it's such a weird thing that I feel like people like need to see it to believe it. And it's like, how do you predict when it's going to happen in the sky? You know what I mean? Like most people would, to like believe something's real, would need to be like, okay, take a photo or like take a video. Anecdotal accounts of lightning-like phenomena above storms continued to surface, but it wasn't until the 1950s when red lightning was spotted from commercial airliners that physical theories began to form. Wow. So it was just hearsay until then? That's crazy it took that many people to be like, no, red lightning's real. Well, lightning sprites are real. They're for sure real. I've seen them, and I've driven a plane through them, and amazing if you have, because what? Then, in 1989, scientists at the University of Minnesota accidentally captured the first photograph of a sprite, an upward lightning flash from storm clouds, while testing a low-light TV camera. Wait, what? The lightning happens from the cloud and goes up? Oh, is that what that means? I thought it was like above the clouds there was more going on, but that we only saw like the bottom of the lightning. But it goes up into the clouds? This is so confusing and awesome and crazy. And I could definitely see if someone's trying to, now I feel like I sound crazy trying to explain it. So that makes that, I could see why people didn't believe it at first. An upward lightning flash from storm clouds while testing a low light TV camera. And the fact that they accidentally captured it, It was elusive, but it couldn't stay elusive for too long. Soon after, astronauts aboard the space shuttle recorded even more of these strange flashes, finally opening the door to serious scientific observation of this phenomenon. Huh, that's so interesting. Literally took so many people for people to believe them. Since then, scientists have been studying not just the lightning that crashes down from thunderstorms, but also these colorful flashes that stream up towards space. That's crazy. I don't know how it took me the whole first page of the script to fully understand that these lightning sprites go up. That's wild. And I've never seen that. And I don't know. I would think Zeus is like fighting me or something if I saw it. I don't know. That's really surprising that like they didn't think about it in mythology or like Zeus or anything. I don't know. Turns out electricity doesn't just go down. It also goes up all the way to the electrically charged ionosphere. Whoa. And then Jodelle included the first color image of a sprite, which I will put on the screen. That is nutty. Holy cow. Before we dive into the science of sprites, there's still one lingering question. Where does the name come from? Sprites belong to a category of light flashes known as Transient Luminous Events, or TLEs. Ooh, I love it. Transient Luminous Events. That's what they called me in college. No, I'm kidding, I don't. What? Scientists originally named them sprites after the elusive and mischievous air spirits from folklore. I was wondering if it was like, because sprites makes me think of fairies, and she was a fairy. I love that sound bite from TikTok. It's my favorite. She was a fairy. Sprites. Cute. So yeah, they originally named them sprites after the elusive and mischievous air spirits from folklore, but later came up with an acronym to match. Oh, that's cool. The other TLEs also have playful, mystical names, which just goes to show that scientists are fun nerds too, just like us. Look at that. Scientists are just people, right? They're people, right? Because, if we had to pinpoint who the aliens were, I would say it's the people that can, figure out physics and do math really fast. What planet are you from? Surely not the Earth. There's no way. I can't do math, so anyone that can must be an alien. Checks out. That's how I think of it. All right, number 1, sprites, acronym. Oh, okay, wow. They came up with a whole acronym for sprites. That's like a lot of letters to come up with an acronym for, but okay. Stratospheric perturbations, like disturbances, resulting from intense thunderstorm electrifications. I love this. Oh my God, the scientists had a field day with this. Okay, they're the most common TLE. I keep wanting to read TLC. They're the most common TLC show. These are luminous reddish-orange flashes that appear directly above large thunderstorms. They erupt just a fraction of a second after strong lightning strikes, soaring up to 60 miles high. So I wonder, does lightning need to strike for these sprites to also happen simultaneously or shortly after? Fraction of a second after, huh? Sprites often occur in clusters above the troposphere and are most frequently seen in the Midwest. Interesting, Midwest. I'm originally from Chicago, so I wonder if I've seen one. No, I haven't. I would remember. I wonder if pilots have seen one. Or I wonder if pilots are the ones that see them most often because they're the ones that fly above clouds. But then also if it's there's a thunderstorm, are you not supposed to fly? I don't know. But then they fly above the clouds, and then what if you just saw red lightning coming up from a cloud? I'd be terrified. Are you kidding me? No, thank you. All right, the next one, elves. Wait, this is so fun. So they stuck with the folklore theme. I love this. Elves, acronym, emissions of light and very low frequency from EMP sources. Cool. They're the brief, disc-shaped flashes of dim light, typically about 250 miles wide, lasting only a millisecond. Elves appear around 60 miles high in the ionosphere. Cool. Learning so much about the sky and the spheres and the zones that there are. The next one is trolls. Hell yeah. The acronym is Transient Red Optical Luminous Lineament. Huh. They're red spots that pop near the cloud tops following the flash of an especially strong sprite. So this one happens after a sprite goes off. That's crazy. I don't know that I'd be able to tell any of these apart. If I saw them, I would just be like, whoa, I just saw a red flashy thing. But this is wild. That I'm glad that they finally believed that they were real and then were able to categorize these. Oh, the next one is Ghost. Arguably my favorite. I think it is my favorite. And the acronym is Green Emissions from Excited Oxygen in Sprite Tops. They're the newest member of the TLE family. These follow sprites and form near their tops. How is that different from trolls? Trolls are red spots that pop near the cloud tops. Oh, the cloud tops after the sprite goes up, and then ghosts form at the top of the sprite. How were they able to get all this information? Like, did they follow it up? Like, there are so many. Oh my gosh, there's so many pieces to this. Wow. Scientists believe ghosts may be excited oxygen particles, while sprites are mostly associated with excited nitrogen. Whoa, that's crazy. Lightning is really creepy. I mean, it's pretty. It's definitely scary, especially when it like hits something. But I wonder if like, are there issues with lightning sprites hitting things above the clouds, like potential aircrafts? I hate that. Now I'm going to be terrified if I'm ever in an aircraft and it happens to be raining or thundering. I'm going to be like, oh, lightning sprites, because they're the ones that go up. That's so scary. I hope it doesn't happen. What? Why? I thought we only had to worry about it going down. Don't we have to worry about it going up? Ridiculous. This is wild. Other TLEs that haven't made it to scientist marketing department for quirky acronyms yet include pixies, tiny single points of brilliant white light, gnomes, the tiniest and quickest flashes. That's so cute. And blue jets. That one isn't really folklore-y. That one sounds like a sports team. And blue jets. Bright blue bursts of light shoot upward from thunderstorm tops. How is that different than lightning sprites? What? Oh, because they're blue. Because the other ones are reddish, orange, reddish orange, or red, right? If you have any suggestions for acronyms, we'll pass them along to the scientific community. How, Jodelle? Do you know anyone in the scientific community? Because I don't. Who are we going to call? Ghostbusters? Okay. Who are we going to call in the scientific community? Anyway, I mean, I feel like people... Merrick, do you know anybody? How do we contact the science department? Do they have like an 1-800 number? Or Jodelle also included this lovely photo I'm going to put on the screen. It's of Transient Luminous Events, TLEs. And it kind of just gives a better visual of the halos, sprites, ghosts, elves, secondary jets, blue starter, blue jets, gigantic jet. Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many. There's so many things that happen above the clouds. I hate this because I thought that that's where like aircrafts could go to be safe. What, is that not the case? Sucks. I'm never getting on a plane again. Fun. That's fun. I'll just walk everywhere. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Without further ado, let's get into the theories / science. Ooh. Yeah, because this is explained. It's a natural phenomenon. So it has science behind it. So in exploring the nature of sprites, we start to see why it took so long for people to even notice them. Yeah, because they haven't above the clouds. Interesting. They don't happen in their typical rainstorm. Almost all the weather we experience occurs in the troposphere, the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere that stretches about 4 to 12 miles above us. Wow. That's where most of the atmosphere's water vapor lives, and where shifting air and temperature changes create the weather patterns we know. Sprites, on the other hand, happen much higher up. Yeah, okay, this is making sense now. In the mesosphere, what? I thought it was the ionosphere. There's too many spheres. The mesosphere, these are large-scale electrical discharges that appear above thunderstorm clouds and flicker briefly in the night sky in all kinds of bizarre shapes. Huh. They're usually triggered by strong positive lightning strikes between the thundercloud and the ground. Oh, okay. So, I'm starting to understand why it took so long for people to like study this and be able to like even believe it's real. Because it seems like a lot of things need to happen simultaneously or need to happen for these to show up. So it sounds like lightning needs to strike all the way to the ground, or like they're triggered by strong positive lightning strikes between the thundercloud and the ground. That's crazy. How do you even see that? That's what. So like if it starts to thunder, do people go like, oh my God, let's go above the clouds and see if there's sprites? I don't know. That sounds terrifying. If it's all like reddish blue, it's too electrically charged. I don't like it. It's too much. I feel like I'm gonna get zapped if I go up there. So while sprites aren't exactly rare, they're not easy to catch either. Good point, good point. You'd have to be in the right place at the right time, looking up and with just the right conditions. Those being, here are the conditions that need to be met for the lightning sprites to appear. You need big thunderstorms with intense lightning at ground level. Spring and summer would be optimal. Interesting. The thunderstorms need to occur during the nighttime with dark and clear skies. There can't be much light pollution or even bright moonlight, as these would wash out sprites. Interesting. Okay. The storm should be 100 to 200 miles away so clouds do not block the sky and you have an unobstructed view. Ideally, the storm is moving out of the region or along the distant horizon so you can see above the cloud tops. Oh, that's so interesting. So like if it's too close, you can't see above. Huh. Wow. And then the fourth one is give your eyes 20 minutes to adapt to darkness and then try to keep your eyes above the clouds, not on the clouds, while ignoring the lightning flashes coming down. Sprites pop into view roughly once every 200 lightning strokes. I'm never gonna see it. That's crazy. I'm already like kind of scared of lightning. Again, I'm scared of thunder, okay? I'm scared of thunder. Like people are like, oh, I listen to like thunder for like to go to bed. I'm like, why? That's terrifying. Again, I have a weird audio thing and I don't like loud noises, which is funny because I'm really loud as a person, but I really don't like loud noises or noises. If I don't like the noise, I just can't. I can't listen to it. Thunder is one of those things that's just like really, just like the crack of thunder is like, it just like sends a shiver down my spine. I hate it. It's so unnecessarily loud. For what? We saw the lightning. We get it. You're there. It reminds me of like a car with a really loud muffler or not. Wait, without a muffler or with a loud muffler? What is it? One of those. The ones that are like, and you're like, yeah, okay, we get it. You have a small dick. Got it. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, if it's too loud, chill with it, you know? I wonder if the sprites make a noise as well. But no, yeah, this is too many conditions. I'm probably never going to see one. And if I do see one, it's going to be very, very random. The stars would need to align perfectly. And it sounds like you really need to be looking for it. I could see how when people saw it, even like accidentally, they'd be like, wait, no, it's real. And then it wasn't until someone caught it accidentally on camera and were able to analyze it and be like, no, yeah, okay, it's real. And these were the conditions under which it occurred. And then they were able to like make sure that they, like whenever there's a thunderstorm, I wonder if they do more research because you can only research them like while they're happening, I wonder if that's the case. Anyway, over time, scientists classified 3 types of sprites: jellyfish, column, and carrot. Huh. What? Where did these names come from? They're not even folklore anymore. They're just random stuff. There's cardboard box, there's tissue, there's jellyfish, column, and carrot. So now's your chance. Go fill that Pokedex. I love it. With the 3 different types of sprites, why are they, what is the difference between the 3? Jodo? Are you a woman in STEM? Have you seen a sprite? Has anyone seen a sprite? If you've seen a sprite, let me know. Or if you live in a stormy area or have a lot of thunderstorms near you, look out for these conditions and see if you happen to see it. And then you have to let me know. You have to let us know. It's in the contract. It's in the contract of you being a viewer of this show, is you have to let us know if you see these phenomena or experience them. So I'll be waiting. Cool. So on May 19th, 2022, 2 Chinese astrophotographers captured a jaw-dropping display of more than 100 red sprites over the Himalayas, the highest number ever recorded over a single thunderstorm in South Asia. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds terrifying. Like pretty, but also, what? Why are there so many happening at the same time? And they're red. I would think the world is ending. That sounds apocalyptic. That's crazy. The observation took place from the southern Tibetan plateau near Puma Yumko Lake, one of the region's 3 sacred lakes. And what they witnessed looked like a full-blown celestial bacchanal? I don't know what bacchanal is. Am I saying that right? Celestial bacchanal. It sounds scary. If it's red and it has to be super dark for you to see it. Oh my, it's like stressing me out. They saw that many. What's an astrophotographer, by the way? They just like capture things specifically in like the atmosphere or the astrosphere. That's not a word, is it? Astronomer is a word. See? Am I a woman in STEM yet? No. What does that even mean? Nearly half of the events featured sprites dancing across the sky, joined by 16 uncommon blue jets and at least 4 extremely rare ghosts, which appeared just after the associated sprites. The spectacle was so extraordinary that it made international headlines and was dubbed a Sprite fireworks show by several major outlets. Is it a video? They captured the display. I'm going to look this up on YouTube after this, and you should do the same, because what does this even mean? I want to look it up, but I feel like I'm going to have nightmares about this now. Specifically about me being in a plane and then this happening. Like, I don't want this to happen while I'm in the plane. Are you kidding me? Imagine if you're in a plane, all of a sudden you see a bunch of red light around you. I would think we went straight into hell. I would literally think we were just, it's hell now. Hey, welcome to hell. It's just full of sprites here. Full of bright red sprites everywhere. Sprites everywhere. Wow. And while we now understand these phenomena through science, their sheer scale and mystery still make them feel like something out of a myth. Yeah. Since they're so specific and you have to like look above the clouds, I think that makes sense why there wasn't really any like legends surrounding them. I don't know if people even really notice them. And it's probably a good thing, because I would literally think the world is ending if I was in like mythical Greek time. You know what I mean? I could imagine them still feeling like something out of a myth. And being like, so many conditions need to be met. This like really strong thunder, it needs to make contact with the ground. It needs to be like that strong for it to then show up above the clouds. Like, so many things. Want a chance to see them yourself? Use our Expedia affiliate link, expedia.com/affiliates/phenomena/season 3. I love to book travel to places like the Himalayan region or Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela, where sightings like this are more likely. I was going to say, I'm like, Jodel, are we going to send them to the moon? Like, where? Book your Expedia to just take a trip around the sky and then come back. As mentioned in the first episode, I was confused, classic, about the whole link things. We can't offer any sort of discounts yet because we're babies in the affiliate program. Basically use expedia.com/affiliate/phenomena/season 3 to book any Expedia booking, and then Expedia will know that we sent you guys there. And then once we get to like the next tier of affiliate-ness, we can maybe start to offer like discounts and stuff. I don't know. That's how the affiliate link works. And let us know if you have the time and desire to go to the Himalayan region. I myself don't think I would go, because that's really scary. I'm actually scared of this. Like, it's so weird. I could talk about like murder and death all day long, but then I'm like, ugh, crazy red lights. It's too much. It's too much. It's just scary. If you catch a ghost in the sky, let us know. We'll scream with you. I love it. Oh, such a good episode, Jodel. I love this. That was crazy. I learned a lot. That's for sure. Because what even does this mean? Like, I didn't know these existed, and now I do. And it makes thunderstorms a little scarier for me personally, but also a little cooler because they're like all different colors. They can be red and blue, and that's crazy. Cool. This week's Pokepic is Zapdos. I love it. The legendary bird, Zapdos. Great Pokepic, Jodel. Pokedex entry. The legendary Pokemon is said to live in thunderclouds. It freely controls lightning bolts. Does it control the sprites, though? Or does it only control the lightning bolts? And then when it decides to put a particularly strong one down is when we see the lightning sprites. Let us know if you happen to know about lightning sprites before this, because I'm going to be on the lookout now. I don't live in a place where there are very many thunderstorms, thankfully, but I feel like if I did, I would be on the lookout. So if you do, keep your eyes peeled. You know what I mean? Take a picture. Fly above the clouds and then take a photo, okay? That's not too much to ask, I don't think. And if you do happen to see one, email us at phenomena.cases@gmail.com and let us know your story and how it was and how terrifying it was to see that in person, because it sounds so unpredictable. I'm like getting stressed out right now. Just thinking about the lightning sprites. They're so cute. Sprites sound like little like fairies, like cute. But then they're like these monumental freaking lightning strikes above the clouds going up. That doesn't even make any sense. That defies gravity. Elfie, I'm looking at you, girl. As always, we have a Patreon with a free tier, a $2 tier, and a $5 a month tier. So it's $2 a month or $5 a month or free. And with the free one, you get access to the Discord, where we have a lot of really fun channels, one of which being the Pokepic. So we're going to talk about, obviously, this week's episode, Zapdos. I'm super excited to learn more and talk with our Discord peeps about the lore behind Zapdos and whether or not lightning sprites are mentioned at all. It's very interesting. I wonder, Zapdos has got to know about the lightning sprites. he's got to at least have some knowledge. You know what I mean? The free Patreon, the Discord link is pinned at the top of the free Patreon. But then if you feel like you can support, feel free to join $2 a month or $5 a month. It helps us so much. It definitely adds up. As little as it is for you, it means a ton to us. So I don't know, think about it. Also, check out our merch. We got some dope-ass hoodies that will help show your support and keep your curiosity going. So visit phenomenonmerch.myshopify.com to grab yours. I am talking to our friend from Off the Rack, which I mentioned during the Phenomena episode of season 2 as our Phenomannouncement, so that maybe we can do some cool like embroidered stuff. Because right now it's all like printed hoodies. So I wonder if we can do some embroidered stuff. But the hoodies on there are pretty cool. If you like the Phenomena logo, it's the full Phenomena logo in the back and then the P in the front. And if you notice, the P also makes a question mark. She thinks of everything. I don't know. I wrote it down once on a notebook. And then I had my graphic designer friend make it before I knew how to use Illustrator. And now I know. But back then I didn't. So yeah, if you like it, feel free to show your support. And it's pretty reasonably priced, I'd say. New episodes come out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. And next time on Phenomena, we'll be talking about the Yeti. Yay, cryptids! Oh my gosh, the Yeti. I'm so excited because the Yeti is interesting. I don't know that I know all that much about it. I feel like it's the snow Bigfoot. That's what I know about it. And nothing else. So, and isn't there a Yeti monster in Monsters, Inc.? He's fun. I like him. Because like they accidentally show up at his door and he's like really nice. I like that he's nice. I think he's just lost maybe. I don't know. But that one will be written by our lovely additional writer this season, Griffin. So very excited. And remember, you can always explore the rabbit hole without falling all the way down. Or up if you're a sprite. I'll see you next week. Bye!